Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age or are interested in pursuing it more because of this video, click the link in the description below. It takes you to the official website. It is a tabletop strategy game that I play all the time, and this YouTube channel is dedicated to. So please check that out and also enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and get to the players. Well, first off, I'm traveling, so I'm like hobbled together the setup for me to play this. In fact, looks like the video is malfunctioning too. Whatever. But sorry for any technical hiccups during this episode, but let's go ahead and get to the players. Sunset. Let's start this off with the usual. What'd you level to level 9, and also what are you drinking? Go ahead.
Well, for what I'm drinking, I just went with a basic gin and tonic this time. I ran out of stuff from my friend, so back to the staples. And then for level 9, I picked up the spell Immolation, which is basically a localized fireball with damage over time.
So more fire.
More fire. Always more fire.
On brand.
Sam, what are you drinking and what did you get in its levels?
I'm still working on my Oktoberfests. Have a few of those left. And I have learned Supreme Sneak. That's where I can get advantage on a stealth check if I'm traveling at half my normal speed.
Kaylin, how about you?
So I got level 3 spell slots, and I chose Conjure Barrage. So each creature in a 60-foot cone must take a 3d8 damage, or half on a save. So that'll be handy, or in case it gets swarmed by some, rats and other things like that.
All right. Uvrit, how are you doing? Welcome back to the show. Speaking us directly from Australia. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm drinking a John Boston, Coastal IPA, for an XPA. And at my level 9, I got an extra attack and an ability to re-roll a saving throw. So yeah, not bad at all for me.
All right. And Leslie Lode, direct from Salt Lake City. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. So I am drinking let's see if we can make this work. It is a Rocket Bike Lager, Amber Lager, from Moab Brewery down in Moab, Utah.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite breweries. And then for level 9, I got Brutal Critical, which allows me to roll an extra dice when I crit. So that's 3 dice instead of 2.
All right. Uvrit, your video is going crazy. I'm trying to figure out how to stop this. Let's try this. There we go. Hey, I did it. Okay, cool. Well, I am drinking. My wife and I recently drove down from San Francisco to San Diego, where I am from originally, here to visit some family and everything. And along the way, we stopped in LA to see my wife's family. And I stopped at a brewery called Claremont Brewery Craft Ales and picked this up. Hazy IPA from Claremont Craft Ales. Had one the other day, and it was pretty damn good. But let's get back to where we are in the story. So it looks like our original 3 adventurers made it into one of the rooms of the catacombs where they found a imprisoned pair of dwarves, Lode and Uvrit. who were lured into this into the catacombs by Calypso in an effort to go on an adventure. They hired these two dwarves to go down there, and then once she got what she needed, which was the Scarab amulet, she locked them down there. And they survived because they're dwarves. They can survive underground for a long time.
They had beer. So that's all you need.
And they had beer, so everything was good.
Sunset set it on fire. Of
He,
course.
keyword had beer.
And then they decided to join forces. They continued down further into the catacombs in search of more of the third or fourth Duer sister. They ran into a giant colossal statue, which they defeated. And at the end of the show, they made it to the entrance to, let's see here, to this kind of main room, where sitting on the top of the dais at the end of the room is the Dorothea, the third Duer sister, holding hands in a very regal kind of pose, sitting on this two thrones in the center of the room with what looks like an ancient mummy wrapped in mummified, an ancient body covered in regal Taffrian wares, like the headdress, the luxurious shirt, the armor, the gold armor. All of them sitting quietly, staring forward into the center of the room, holding hands at the throne. And in the center of this throne room, there's basically like what looks like a fire pit. Like a what's the right word? A sepulcher? Is that the right word? It's like a brazier. That's what I'm trying to say. A big brazier that has what looks like where the fire would be is like it's like a black hole, nothing. Like there's no light coming out of it, and once you guys get further in the room, you realize that there is blood coming from, as you can see in the map. There's blood puddling in the floor, and all the blood is somehow, unbeknownst to you because there's no slope to the floor, the blood is being drawn into that brazier and then going into the blackness. You do also notice that there are scattered... Oh, jeez. Well, my camera just died again. But there are scattered bodies around the room where this blood is coming from. You see them like slumped over in the sides of the rooms. They're bodies of many different races. You see many vermin swarm, but much like the vermin swarm you just fought previously in previous episodes. And there are also a few other humanoid races in there. You see a few dwarves. You see a few goblins, green-skinned guys. So they're all looks sapped of their strength, and their blood being drained out of them along the floor, and it's collecting in this brazier in the center. So to describe a little bit about the room, the center area is... Let's see here. Yeah, that works. The center area here is basically a throne room, but it's surrounded by this colonnade. All the way around the room is kind of covered areas and columns along the side. These covered areas are, cloaked in a little bit of darkness. But the center area, the center square, is where there's the most light, and it's well lit, and it's there's two individuals staring at this magical spell that's being cast in the center of the room. And with that, you guys can do whatever you like. And let me see if I can get my video working here. I'm gonna have to use a different video camera.
Sounds pretty horrible.
Well, I'm not gonna get this camera working. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Dark.
Is this an actual door?
It's a gate, so you can see through it.
Okay.
Is it locked or anything, or does it look like it can be opened?
Yes, it can be opened.
Okay.
Actually,
Is there anything
from where you are now, you see no lock on it or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything we want to do before? Load says this out loud. Is there anything we want to do before we go through this gate?
Short of taking a short rest, which is probably not the right time. I think
Well, I mean, why not a long rest?
I mean,
It's only 4 hours for me.
I guess if we had somebody on guard duty, could probably pull off a 4-hour nap.
I don't think we could. That's a gate,
No.
not a door. They know we're here.
they're just watching us. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, if,
setting up camp.
Are you kidding me?
no one's rolled initiative yet.
They're
so
sleeping.
it's still narrative time.
A power intimidation move.
Yeah, there you go.
I have that little concern for you. I'm just gonna nap.
I'll roll
I'll be there in a
intimidation for that.
I have a +4 to intimidation.
Oh, so do
There you
I.
go.
So do you guys reckon we should try the gate, or should we try one of these side passageways?
We should try the side and try to sneak in a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
they probably already know we're here. Like,
I did kind of walk up to the gate.
yeah.
I am pretending you did not walk up to the gate because we were just describing it. So you're back here still. So yeah, you guys really haven't entered the space yet.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to try a somewhat tactical version of this? And, well, all right, should we go into these other rooms and see if these are also unlocked gates?
Yeah.
Well, I can pretty much hit everything in the room from right here. So,
All right, so for the rest of us, is this
gonna call
also
it
a
in.
gate?
I can use my supreme sneak now to sneak up there and take a peek.
Supreme sneak.
I can take a short rest. You guys
we're
do your
arguing.
thing on that.
All right, Swamp Swimmer, is this
Yeah.
also a gate? And this a broken gate as it appears?
Yes.
Okay. Does this gate also appear unlocked?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we could have Sam pick the lock anyway.
Just for practice.
We've had such great success in the past.
Right, at least the last time was pretty funny. We only saw the
Hey.
aftermath, but
The door always opens.
You're not wrong.
What do you guys think? North or south?
through the gate or just through this opening where the gate is broken?
I mean, not that we can actually see it from where we are, but the north does look to have more cover. South actually looks pretty open, so...
Do we need to, explore the room to figure that out?
No, you get a clear sense of what's happening. I mean, I am borrowing this map from another adventure, so it's not exactly how I want it, but basically all these side areas are clear to move through, and there's just columns on each side. It's a colonnade.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm talking I'm talking like an architect. So it's basically
so they're not
totally fine.
They're not solid walls then.
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then
it doesn't matter where we go because it's open.
It's pretty
which way.
open, but it's in. This is the side areas are definitely in shadow. It does not seem as though the two Dorothea and this other person are aware of your presence yet. They haven't moved.
Okay.
How far out do the shadows extend from, say, the wall we're currently adjacent to? 20 feet, 30 feet?
The shadows kind of go they cover all the side areas except for the 5 feet that are next to the columns. Get what I'm saying?
I'm a little concerned about getting too close to the brazier of darkness, or whatever that black hole is.
Is there a
blood.
clear
the
event
classic.
horizon?
Oh,
So what I'm thinking is, do we want to not split the party, but maybe make somebody goes through the gate and some other people sneak around the sides?
I mean, I can start shooting from here. It's still in the normal range for me, so you guys can go on the sides, and I'll just just start peppering them with arrows from here, and they'll never see you coming from the sides.
I can also, from where I'm standing, I can hit them with some of my magic. The square I marked earlier is for. Actually, that is the minimum range that I need to be to hit them with everything. So.
Okay. So Sam and Uvrit, do you guys want to go around the outsides, or should we just go together?
I think a little flanking would be good. I mean, my best attack only really triggers if somebody else is engaged with the target. So
Okay.
I'm kind of gonna wait until somebody else is tanking it.
Okay.
Stay together and then flank, I reckon. So stay together and go around the side.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That works.
Let's do it.
Now, do we want to go north or south?
Do you want to walk in the puddle of blood and see if that matters, or you want to keep your feet dry?
Looking north.
I'm liking north.
Just swan dive into the brazier of nothingness. See what happens.
Start leading the way over here.
I mean,
Alright,
I
so
could cast
you're-
light on a coin and toss it in there.
So you're
Everyone's going north, or we're shooting
I
from
mean,
here. And then
if you guys can shoot from there, that's totally fine with me.
So you're moving north. Are you guys intentionally trying to sneak north and keep your presence unknown, or are you just walking that way casually?
We're sneaking.
We can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone who gets within 5 feet of the columns, which you guys can easily do
dun, dun, dun.
without that, needs to take a sleight of hand check. Not sleight of hand. What's the sneaks check?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Yeah.
And is that with advantage, perhaps, because we are still in the dark part, or?
Well, when you get to the columns, you're not in the dark part. If you guys are stay in the dark part,
Gotcha.
you don't need to test at all.
Okay. We gotta come out sometime.
So yeah, you
Wow.
pass, Sam.
Oh well. I got a 21. I rolled a 20.
Nice.
Wow, you are the
And-
most light-footed dwarf I've ever seen.
And
Although I
nonetheless.
think I need to roll the second one, right? Because I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah. I got a 15.
15.
15. I wish. Not super stealthy.
Plus
And
30.
11. And 11 on my second roll, so not so great.
Okay, as you move around, you definitely nothing changes. The gaze of these two individuals stays on the brazier in the middle of the room.
All right, do we keep going around the sides or out?
As you're moving around, you get a closer look at some of the bodies that are there. And at first, when you saw them, you thought they were living because they were moving slightly, and you thought they were breathing. but these bodies are they're convulsing in a beat that is the same between all the people, and all these bodies have their eyes wide open, and their eyes are just milky white, no pupils.
That's really horrible. I was right.
Beat
It's
like a heartbeat.
Yeah, the rate at which they're all moving in synchronization, they're all moving the same rate of movement, could be like a heartbeat.
All right. Well, do we keep going around the sides, or do we want to cross the river of blood now?
And you can hit him from anywhere, Sunset?
Both of us pretty much can, although I'm going to suggest that the both of us move up to about here just to...
Yeah, I'm sneaking up to here. Gonna try stealthily. I need to get within 90-foot range to cast Hunter's Mark. So,
all right, so both...
and that is definitely within 90 feet.
Yeah, Sunset and Cayman both take a stealth check.
Alright, stand by.
17.
Uh, 17 as well.
Yeah, you guys, nothing changes as you approach the columns of this area.
Are we concerned about whatever hellspawn creature will pop out of this hole eventually, probably?
Do we want to go more around from this direction then to maintain maximum distance from the hellmouth?
Oh, I should.
The hellmaw.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thinking
I hope you're not serious about
this
that.
way.
I hope that's not a specific description. Well, in that case, we should definitely go this way, even if I'm wrong. Kind of head around this direction.
Yeah, I'm for that.
All right, all of you move down there with no problems. You get more of a view of this room. I need Uvrit to take a perception check.
Uvrit or load? I'm kind of in front.
No, just Uvrit.
Where's my perception?
This sounds character specific.
Sure does.
Perception.
It's going to be on your skill check, the really big column.
16.
Not bad.
Oh, you definitely notice this then. I'm going to mark it on the map here.
Oh no.
The crap.
Leaning up against this column here is a dwarven body amongst all these other bodies. This body is the son of the king that you were sent to find. He is laying on the floor, convulsing at the same rate as all these other bodies, with his eyes glazed over. But you notice his beard and the ornamentation in his beard. There's very specific kind of bands of gold and knotting in his beard, which is familiar to you and you alone.
Okay.
Uvrit leaves. He has accomplished his mission, and he's done.
I mean, you were sent to bring them home safe if you could.
I was just gonna say, I'm so sorry. If he's not dead, he's liable to be in a few minutes.
Or at
I
least
don't
on
do
fire.
subtle.
So, not
Right,
like focus. Yeah.
Should I move out into the light? Are we ready for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I move to here. Does anything happen?
Nothing yet.
I moved
So-
to here.
Sunset, we're ready to start shooting.
Well, so hold on. Let me. I need to calculate something real quick, because this is a 20-foot. Okay. You guys probably don't want to get any closer for about 6 seconds.
Are you going to yell that information to them?
No.
All right. Well,
I think from past experience we have learned that.
Sam, at the very least, has learned that.
all right. Well, it seems like I have to get closer for anything to happen. Unless you want to.
Well, okay. So I guess here's the question: can we see them?
Through the demon anus.
Oh yeah. You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can see them. Would this constitute a surprise round?
If you decided to attack immediately, yeah.
Yep.
Consider them fireballed.
All right.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
so if you are
leadership.
casting a fireball, first off I need everyone to roll initiative. This is for after your surprise round. But I just want everyone to roll. Let's see here.
Load.
Oh no!
Wow.
Even with
Kalen
advantage,
has
I
a
rolled a 6 and a
15.
3. So I have a 6.
I rolled an 11.
As did I.
Wow, we're just
14 for me.
All right, 11
All right.
for Kaylin, 11 for Sunset, 14 for Uvrit.
Kalen's 15.
Kaylin's
All right.
15.
Oh yeah, I rolled an 11 after my initiative modifier. I rolled a 6.
Got it.
And a 6.
Uvrit,
I
what
think
did
we
you
have a
roll?
surprise round.
Uvrit was a 14.
Yes, 14.
Actually, I think it's quite fitting. It's, you get your free surprise round, and then you're much lower on the initiative.
Well, arguably you get a surprise portion too. I mean, we could both attack at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Load, what did you roll?
6.
6. And lastly, Sam, what did you roll?
7.
Oh my god, you all did horribly.
Is that nothing above a 15?
Slow and steady one's right.
Alright, so I need to get... Alright, so Dorothea has a dexterity.
DC 16. It went up with my level up.
And then this guy. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm running out of counter space here. So give me a second. There we go. Alrighty. So, first thing is first. Sunset, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, they need a DC 16 dex save.
DC 16 dex. Dorothea fails, and so does the other guy.
Oh, perfect. Do you want me to roll them individually, or do you want me to roll for them as a group?
Roll as a group.
Okay. All right. That I should probably actually state this is being cast at 4th level, which gives me 96. Perfect. Alright, so 2, 6, 3, 6, 2, 5. Let me just check one thing. 1, 2. Yeah. I'll spend my final sorcery point to empowered spell this to reroll. I'm only gonna reroll 3 of them.
All right, go for it.
Let's see. So that turns into a 4. That turns into a 3. And that remains a 1. Okay.
All right, so what do we got?
So, 10. 10. 10. 10. So 20. 32. 41. 45 damage.
45.
Fire damage, if it matters.
And if you didn't already know.
As you cast the fireball, you see it glide through this room as it lights the room as it goes down, and like huge. It starts as a small fireball and then eventually gets to a big one. It hits the 2 individuals before they have a chance to react, and huge explosion. But as the fire clears, the 2 individuals are still standing there, still in the same position, holding hands. They haven't moved yet. With that, everyone gets a free turn. They're singed a little bit. They're smoking, to be specific.
The mummy is on a little bit.
Smoking's
on fire.
bad for you.
I'll
Stop that.
I'll take it first with my so bonus action. Can I cast it on the mummy to the south, or are those?
Yeah, the other figure, the mummy, basically.
Yeah, the other figure. So yep. So it's already taking damage, singe. So Colossus Slayer. So I rolled a where am I? Ooh, 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, let's try this again. Where's my hit?
That looks like a 10.
Wow, a 10. Okay, well, so much for that round.
All right, who's up next?
That's a +8. Goddamn.
It is Load goes next. I'm sorry, that's Uvrit. Uvrit goes first.
All right, I'll be charging. So have I got enough movement to get to here
Yes, you do.
and make an attack?
Go for it, and that's against Dorothea. Okay.
So the first attack is a 12,
That does not hit.
and the second attack is a 20.
That does hit.
All right. Damage is 12.
12 damage to Dorothea. Okay. Okay. Who is next?
That would be Sam by initiative order.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here. Gonna do my sneak-in attack. I got a critical hit, 28.
Jesus.
Nice.
Okay.
Good start.
Okay, so let's see, 17 plus sneak attack bonus. of 18, so what is that, 39?
Wow. Nice.
Sweet.
39,
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's not bad.
I'm sorry, 35, not 39.
35, 80. Whew, okay.
And then I think I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and move back a couple spaces, and so I'll get stabbed in the face.
Don't slip in the blood while going down the stairs.
Next up is Load.
Okay, so I am going to move, I guess, right in front. Am I going to be the first one to really cross the River of Blood here? I guess I'm going to move right in front of the skeleton guy
Okay.
and attack
Thank you,
him,
Short.
I guess. Alright, so I will be... I enrage, first of all.
Yeah.
Gotta do that. And then 2 attacks with my battle axes. First is a 17
That does hit.
and an 18.
And this is against the mummy guy, right?
Yes.
Those both hit.
Okay, and then for damage, 6. Actually, that's 9 plus 11, so 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. Is that everyone? For
Yes.
the surprise round.
Believe so.
Alright, so as you
Oh, boy.
sneak out of the shadows, right after the fireball blows up in these guys' faces, everyone jumps out and basically, before Dorothea has a chance to react, she's trying to pull away, but she gets sliced and stabbed in her right shoulder, and she screams out in pain. And you see that she recognizes the Sunset, Sam, and Kaylin, and she screams out in rage, and she says, "How dare you challenge the great bloodline of House Dur and the great ancestors of Cantamont, the great kings beneath the keep? How dare you challenge the purity of our blood, and how dare you challenge our ritual to rid Cantamont of the inferior families above?" And with that, and she gets hit pretty hard. You can see she's wincing in pain. But first up is this guy. So what this guy does is, he is still emotionless and expressionless, but he turns his head in a very slow, creaking way, and he whispers some words that no one can hear. So you just barely see his lips move. And with that, all of a sudden, he basically disappears. He disintegrates into kernels of sand. And he basically, oh, my thing is not working here. What is going on? There we go. Hold on. There we go. He basically, oh my God. My mouse is not going very well. There we go. He moves. He disintegrates into sand that then goes into the floor pieces, and he disappears. At this point, I need
Right.
I need... Who's the closest person? Load, I need you to take a Wisdom DC 17 saving throw. A Wisdom saving throw, you have to roll 17 or higher.
Oof. A wise dwarf.
14.
Oh.
Even with my +1.
Dun, dun, dun.
Load, into your ears you hear a very quiet whisper as the sand travels past you, and you hear it whisper, protect the ancient bloodline.
Oh,
and,
no.
And deep inside you realize, you have this epiphany in your head that what you're doing is destroying great things here in Cantamont. And with that, you turn and you realize you have to stop the attackers. With all of your strength, you realize that this is the best decision you have. So when it comes to your turn, which is near the end, you're gonna go after whoever. You're gonna charge and attack whoever's closest to you.
Okay.
That's not Dorothea.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Glorious.
Glorious.
It
is now Kalen's turn.
Okay, well, that's inconvenient because his HP didn't drop, so my concentration spell for Hunter's Mark is still. Am I still on mute? Yeah. Is on the sand dude thing, so.
It disappeared.
Yeah, that disappeared. I got an AoE spell.
I did
that might
attack him.
Yeah, he did take damage last turn.
Yeah, but
he's got to die.
Transfer Hunter's Mark, it has to die for transfer. So basically, that whiffed.
Gotcha.
I'll just take a couple shots at Dorothea. So we'll keep it simple here. Combo.
I have a question while he's rolling up those attacks. What's the DC to hit a pool of blood?
DC to hit a pool of blood.
That's the most metal question ever.
Ah, all right, crit fail. I got a crit fail on the range attack. So
that does not hit, obviously. To hit the pool of blood is a DC 10.
Okay.
From how far away you are. If you get closer, it's easier to hit.
Okay.
I got a second crit fail.
Oh boy.
Are you kidding me?
Check the roll 20.
So okay, hold on. That's a crit fail.
I know we're the same team, but there are two people within crit fail range of those attacks.
Yep, that's what I'm checking right now. Okay. The first arrow misses and hits Uvrit to the north.
Okay. That'll be... Uvrit, have you taken damage?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you'll take 14 more damage.
14, okay.
And then that second...
Is that damage this battle or damage overall?
If they're below their max HP.
Okay. If it specifies below max HP.
And the second crit fail just bounces off the chair where the mummy was. And with that, it
doesn't hit load.
Is that your whole movement?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to change my range attacks, so I'll stay here at Sunset Side unless she approaches.
All right, so it is now Uvrit's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Keep swinging.
All right, first swing. Ooh, that's only a 12.
12 does not
second
hit.
Attack. Okay, yeah, and second attack is 17.
17 does hit.
All right, damage is just 6.
6. All right. Any other movement?
No, I'm gonna hang there. Keep fighting.
All right. Let's see here. It is now Dorothea's turn. And she will... Oh, she's got something crazy gonna happen here.
Ooh.
Oh, give me a second here.
As long as she also doesn't turn into sand and disappear, I think we're okay.
The boss is just two really angry dwarves.
Right? Well, hopefully you guys will get saving throws at the end of your turn, or beginning of your turn or something, to try and shake free of it.
Hopefully. And it's not you guys, it's just me.
Well, yeah, this is true.
But yes, hopefully.
This is
We're dead on
assuming
with
that Dorothea doesn't pull the same trick.
Okay, so what happens is Dorothea yells out again, and she says, how dare you challenge the pure blood of Cantamont? And with that, basically the same darkness that you saw in the brazier, like, starts out in her hands. That's pushed into her chest right here, and it starts expanding. It expands and expands and expands, and it covers her. It covers Uvret, and it covers Lode. And the three of you looking at it from the outside looks like it's a black darkness, like unnatural darkness that looks like the brazier. Let me just do this really quick. And it expands to be... Jesus Christ, I hate this. Expands to be... that big. Anyone looking at that square from the outside, all you see is like a giant black sphere. The load in Uvret, as this happens and expands around you, suddenly as it washes over you, you lose all sight, and all you can see is darkness. You still have touch, you can still hear everything, but you literally can't see the hand in front of your face.
Okay, so it's like magical darkness that we can't see through with our racial dark vision.
Correct.
Okay.
I imagine this is literally the darkness spell, which cannot be illuminated by non-magical light.
Well,
I have a
honestly, that's
solution.
awesome, because that means I can't charge and attack Brett at this very moment.
All right, cool. Rules question. If she now moves in the darkness, do the two dwarves get attack of opportunity if they cannot see her?
They do, but they have to make the attack roll at disadvantage. It should be same rules as blindness.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
So
and I would guess it would just be Uvret too, because like I'm somehow under her power.
oh yeah, you're right. You're still charmed.
yes,
I forgot
I would-
about that. So
Now I know it's charm. That's good.
Also,
Sorry, I'm not the
depending
best
on
DM.
how she cast the darkness, if she cast it on herself, the area of effect would move with her. If she cast it like on the ground or on a space in there, then it would stay while she moved.
Guess we'll find out.
First off, Uvrit, in the darkness again, you have your hearing, and as it goes dark, you hear the footsteps and the sound of someone pushing on the throne and standing up, and you have the sensory perception to understand that Dorothea is trying to move away from you in the darkness, so you have a chance to attack her. So to do a swing on her at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Just a single attack, or is it
one single attack? Yeah.
Just a single attack. Yeah.
First one's a 19. Second one is a 16.
Oh wow! Hold on 1 second. What is her armor? That 16 does not hit. Does not hit. So Dorothea in the darkness, you don't know where you see her move away, but you're not quite sure where she went. What is going on with me here? Oh boy, hold on. There we go. So I'm going to move her away, but that's not the way she went. I'm just moving the counter because my mouse is working really weird right now. But she slips away. You guys don't know where she is right now. But that is her turn. It is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. Well, that puts a giant damper on what I was going to do. So let's try something.
Does Fireball create magical light?
No.
So strange.
I couldn't create I couldn't. Well, I guess I could technically do another Fireball, but that is not what I want for my only 5th level spell slot. What I am actually going to do, which I think is going to be the most benefit to everybody involved, provided that it actually works, I'm going to reach over and remove an arrow from Kaylin's quiver, and I'm going to cast light on it. And then I'm going to hand it back to Kaylin and say, fire this into the darkness. That arrow projects 20 feet of magical light.
Yeah. Nice.
Why do I feel like I'm about to get shot with a magical light arrow?
I mean, if someone gets shot, you got a 1-3 chance. So.
Yeah.
All right, so
and that's my turn.
Okay,
it
that's
takes
your
an action
turn.
to cast light.
Next up is Load.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Swamp Swimmer. Am I to the interpretation of what you said? You said charge and attack. Do you want me to charge and attack, or to protect the ancient bloodline?
So what did I say exactly? I said to protect
that two different ways.
It's to protect the ancient bloodline, but you currently don't know where the ancient bloodline is.
Okay, so they didn't actually. I don't have that information.
So at this point, you're still charmed, but you can do whatever you want right now.
Okay, and I guess I can't really see anyway.
As far as you know, everybody's dead.
If I could still see Uvret, I was going to do something else. If the interpretation was just protect the ancient bloodline. But I think in this case, I would run out into the middle so that I could actually see what's going on.
Boy, am I glad there's a giant pool of utterly black blood between us.
Okay, so you move to the left. Give me a dexterity check. At advantage.
Okay,
at advantage.
Okay, I already inherently have advantage on dex checks or dex saving throws against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Well, you can't
Can
see
I
this.
see the effect?
You can't see this,
cool.
but you're at advantage anyway because you walked up these stairs initially, so you understand walking down them.
All right, I get stairs. Cool. 12 and an 18.
You roll the 12, so you're fine. You successfully walk out of the darkness. You walk to the center of the room. You are you are confronted by the brazier in the center, and you're also, you can see across the brazier to Sunset and Caitlin with this kind of a confused look on their faces, like, we weren't expecting you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my movement speed is 35. I can only move one more square closer to them.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So next up is Sam.
Does he get to redo the saving throw?
What saving throw?
Try and break out of whatever compulsion
let me read
he's currently
this.
under?
Let me read this.
Usually there's a turn-by-turn. You can try to break out of it if it's some sort of charm or compulsion effect like that.
You can check in 10 minutes.
I'm not going to tell you what the answer is, but you do not test right now.
All right.
Okay.
So, moving on. It is now Sam's turn.
I think I'm gonna hold my action for a bit.
Okay, so it goes
Puke
to...
for a little while.
He pops open a cask of ale, again hidden, taken out of from nowhere. No one even knew he had any alcohol on him. Somehow he's drinking alcohol.
He's
next
gotta
up,
be the patron saint of somebody, some booze hound somewhere.
all right. As Load moves into the center of the room, what are we doing here? There he is. Next to him, right to his left, the sand from beneath the floor stones, like, it comes out of the cracks and then comes into a group and then kind of forms up into a shape and then forms up into the human body again, this time standing perfectly erect, like no slouching in his spine, holding a giant staff with a crescent shape at the top of the staff, all decked out and glittered in gold. And let's see here, what happens next. And with that, he raises his hand and points it straight forward at Sunset and Kaylin. And from the palm of his hand, a swarm of insects and chittering spiders and scorpions really kind of flows out of his palm and lands on the floor right in front of him, and then starts scurrying along the floor toward Kaylin and Sunset. And before they have time to react, it does arrive.
Is this a saving throw or attack roll?
These are actual monsters.
Ew.
So
That's worse. That's the worst possible. This is the worst possible thing. Saving throw I could deal with. Attack roll I could deal with. I mean, technically each of these monsters would have to make an attack roll, but there's now many of them.
So
I'm out of AoE.
Oopsie. There we go. Paste. Paste. So now this little walkway directly in front of you two is now full of like a swarm of insects and spiders. And then I gotta look up this. That is unprepared.
Is this one out of the 9th Age rulebook or the D&D rulebook?
We'll find out.
I guess he can homebrew spells if he's inclined.
How many D6?
As these things rush us from across this black hole of blood, I want to mention to Kaylin, still fire that arrow I gave you into the darkness, but be prepared to maybe draw your sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your AC sunset?
18.
Oh, Jesus. 18.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one of the swarms definitely hits.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Does it hit if it's suddenly 23?
It actually still does. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna waste it on that.
8. Take 28 points of damage.
What?
As it comes at you, basically the swarm somehow finds itself like underneath the dress you're still wearing, and basically goes up and crawls between your skin and the dress, and kind of comes out of your collar and out of your sleeves, and just bites all over your skin and crits you. Next up, Kaylin, what's the AC for the first attack?
Well, since I forgot with level 9 we get a proficiency bonus boost, so it's proficiency +4, and I get +4 to my AC, so it's an AC of 20.
20.
Nice.
All right, let's see what happens here. First one misses. Second one hits. Oh boy.
Is there a third one?
Take 8 points of damage.
Okay, I can live with 8.
Again, these bugs don't quite make it into your a little more tight-fitting armor, but they crawl over your arms, your forearms, and just tear as they move across. They're just chewing and like lawnmowering across your skin. Freaking gross. Okay. It is now Sam's turn if you would like, because you held over, or Kaylin's turn.
I can probably do something now.
You probably hear screams of pain coming from, and probably more disgust than pain, really. Well,
Wow.
pain from me. That was half of my health in a single hit.
I crit and then almost rolled perfect dice on the damage too.
That.
DM's gotta have fun too.
Ouch.
Well,
I brought this upon myself. I did say max dice plus another dice. So.
well, I don't think I can find Dorothea in the darkness, so I'm just gonna dash towards Sunset and Kaylin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and get to there.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Kaylin, it's your turn.
Or I'm ignoring the order of like, yes, let's focus on shooting. It's like, no, this is a more immediate threat, so I'm going to attack.
I lied about being out of AoE.
Okay.
I can deal with. I can attack them pretty heftily.
What
but,
if you self-immolate?
no, burning hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. second attack. So I'm the one that's directly to my right.
Yeah.
Second attack, that is 11 to hit.
Hold on 1 second here. I just lost my place. Hold on. Nope, because I'm looking at the wrong book.
Luckily, that arrow will be have the lead effect for an hour, so that's what 100 rounds of combat.
Yeah, that worked. Okay, what did you roll to hit?
So
I rolled 11.
That does not hit.
Okay, so we're moving on to bonus attack. So this is with my two-hand weapons. So 10 hit to fail as well. So yep. Does 12 to hit?
12 does hit.
Because I didn't. Well, that makes a difference. I did not update my my macros, which now include the proficiency bonus. So it's actually a +8 instead of a +7.
All right, so you hit.
Okay. And then I'll do the Colossus Slayer damage for that second attack. That third attack would have still failed. So calculate 5 damage on the bonus. There's 8 damage. It's 13, and then 5. So it's a total of 18 damage for the round.
18 damage. You swing and fighting through a mound of insects that are in front of you, but you swat a lot of them aside, but there's still a lot there. 18. Okay. It is now Uvret's turn. Is that Uvret?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uvret. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm just going to try and stumble my way out of the darkness. So
okay, give me
roll down the stairs.
Give me a dex check at advantage.
I've got a 9.
Okay, roll again and give me the highest of the two.
Yeah. 9's the highest of the two.
So as
Can
you
at least roll out of the darkness?
I imagine he trips and falls down the stairs that are at the end of the dais.
As you move to the left towards the sound of these, you can hear the sound of the insect swarm. You move, but as you get to about where you think is the edge of the darkness, you trip over the last step, expecting there not to be a last step, but there is one. So you fall forward. You just take a whopping 1 damage for falling over, but you are now prone where you are outside of the darkness.
Okay.
All right. All right. Now it is Dorothea's turn. And she... You see her now move out of the darkness. Actually, no one really sees it, but she ends up right there. And with that, she will cast... As she comes out of the darkness, she yells out words in a language you don't understand, and with that, a giant kind of figure made of light appears in front of her. That is basically what looks like a giant armored, heavily armored warrior with the insignia of Oh god, I forgot what is the dark god of pride? Ninth Age people, if you remember.
I don't know my warrior's lore very well.
Is inscribed on his chest, and he has a giant shield. And this is a big guy, so he's, I don't know, 8 feet tall.
What's the greater demon of pride?
Is it Savar?
Yes, Savar is correct. And this giant warrior stands here holding a giant shield and a giant sword in front of her. And with that, it is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. First things first, I just remembered something. I do have the Scarab Amulet. Does that change anything about the damage I took?
No, it does not.
Probably not, but...
Worth a shot.
No, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right.
I think it doubles.
Well, yeah, you don't want it to double. Okay, well, so as I said to Kaylin a little while ago, I did lie about being out of AoEs. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. So that'll be a DC Dex 16 saving throw from all of the bugs in front of us.
Okay.
Every last one. I'm purposefully angling it such that it will hit all of them.
DC 16?
Yes.
Dex. DC 16 Dex. Okay.
Yes. And please note, they are in a narrow hallway. There's not a whole lot of room for them to move.
They all failed.
Okay, perfect. So now it's only 3d6, but you know it's still that's a 6, and that's only a 2. That's another 6 though, so that's 18 damage.
18 damage. So the swarm directly in front of Kaylin evaporates, is dead. The rest of them are just smoldering piles of moving insects, but they're still there.
All right. Nothing else I can do.
Is that your turn, Sunset?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I could back up, but I'd take an attack of opportunity, and I don't want to risk that and then have them just come up on me again next turn. I'd rather just have the one attack.
All right. Load.
Okay, so first thing, my rage ends because I did not take damage or deal damage my last turn.
Okay.
And then the closest person is Uvrit because he's prone. Would I be more likely to go for Sam?
No one is attacking the bloodline right now, so you can do whatever you want.
Okay, whatever I want, even
whatever.
Attacking. All right, cool.
Well, you can't attack the bloodline, so.
But you already said that I don't know what the bloodline is, so.
But you understand, it's him.
Arguably,
so I
you would not be able
him.
to attack the person who put the spell on you.
Yeah.
But
you might be able to attack the giant guardian of.
Can I attack this thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you can.
Okay, sweet. We're gonna do that. All right, I move to right here, and I am going to use. Let's see. Do I want to enrage and use my very last rage? Yeah, we'll do it. I enrage again, and I will do my 2 attacks. It's a 23.
That hits, definitely.
Okay. And a 16.
The 16 hits also.
Okay. Damage for the first one is 12. Damage for the second one is 13, so 25.
25. This giant warrior, you see your weapons like clink off his armor, but you see him waver as you hit his shield, but he's still like a silent titan in front of you.
Okay.
With that, it is Sam's turn.
I'm gonna run towards these insect piles or whatever, and just start attacking the nearest one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my. That's the right screen right here. Oh jeez. 13 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
And I don't really care what you roll, you obliterate this this last smoldering pile of insects. Dies.
Then I'm gonna disengage back here a few steps.
Okay. Next up is the big guy. The king. Okay.
Oh, good. Sam is between us and him. There's also Uvrit behind.
With that, the king. So the king starts moving, but he doesn't really walk with his legs. You see, like his feet kind of become disintegrated sand, and he floats over, and he goes directly towards Sam, and he attacks. Yeah. What's your armor, Sam?
30.
30, really?
15.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the highest AC in the party at the moment, with the exception of Kaylin's ridiculous. What is it? It's the whatever feat you have that adds. You get 20 AC in your first attack.
Defensive duelist.
That's what it is.
Yep. Plans finally all coming together.
Yep. If only I could get higher than 20 dex, and I could
Take
really
11 damage. 11 damage, Sam.
I'm using my uncanny dodge reaction to have it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Next up is Kaylin. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the insect's turn. One insect.
What insect?
The insects in front of you.
I don't have any insects. Oh, now I have insects.
Now there's insects.
So the one attacking Sunset. What's your AC? 19? 18?
18.
It hits.
Does it hit a 23?
No, it does not.
Okay, then it does not hit. I cast shield
Okay, as a reaction.
as a reaction.
And then the one
finally get to use it.
and the one against Kaylin misses also. So now it is Kaylin's turn.
Okay. So against Galen's turn. Let's get this Colossus Slayer bonus up here. Mid attack action, first attack. Has this one suffered any damage?
They have both suffered damage.
Yeah, both suffered damage. Oh, from the flames.
Yeah. AoE.
22 to hit.
That hits, and you kill it. Don't even need to roll.
Very good. Second attack, going to the one immediately, well, the one that's next to me. We'll get rid of the bonus damage. Oh, and update my modifier, so it's +8. Oh, with a +8, that's 11, so that's a fail.
That does not hit.
Yeah. 15.
That
this
hits,
is with my
and you
bonus
kill it.
action. Okay,
Boom.
cool. All right, and I'll move up here on the other side.
Next up is Uvrit.
Have I got enough speed to get over to the mummy?
What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Your movement 35?
It takes movement to get up from prone.
Yes, it does. So you don't have
I
to.
don't remember.
You can dash over there with the not attack.
I don't remember what the movement cost is. I don't remember if it's all of your movement or only some of it.
Let's just say it's half. I'm saying it's half.
Cool. All right. I'll just get
Rule
up.
0 works for me.
Move over this way.
Okay.
Out there, she's somewhere.
Next up is Dorothea. Dorothea is now looking there, and she wants to do something very bad. Very, very bad. She, too, is going to raise her hand up. Actually, she's gonna move over to do this. To right there. She's going to raise her hand up over to where Kaylin and Sam are. And let me look up the spell here.
Expulsion is strong with this one.
There we go.
Can she see through the, maw thing?
Yeah. The brazier's like
over it.
It's like 2 feet high, but it's wide around. It's like a 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter saucer.
Okay.
But it's only about 2 feet off the ground, so she can see over it. So a 20-foot radius sphere. There we go. 20 foot.
Oh, is she doing the bullshit again?
That's 20-foot radius right there, right? Like that. As she does this, the darkness goes away. Because she can't maintain 2 concentration spells at once. So inside that red square, out of the corners and cracks of the stone, all these bugs start coming out, but they're different from the bugs before. These are actual like bugs that are glowing and are like ethereal.
Insect swarm.
I need everyone to take a Constitution saving throw. Just the two of you, Caitlin and Sam.
I got a 12.
Caitlin got 13.
That's a fail for both of you. Take that. This is for Kaylin. Take 16 damage. Sam, take 11. Out of the floor, these bugs start coming up and like biting into your flesh, and you can feel weakened as they bite into you. But that whole area that I outlined there is a cloud of these insects that's staying where it is.
All right, down to 7.
And now it is Sunset's turn.
All right. I'm gonna move up to here. Now, well, from here, can I see this guy?
Yes, you can.
Her and her?
Yes, you can see all the
both of them?
enemies. You can see all the enemies right now.
Beautiful. I would also like to note that I have now moved closer to the abyss of darkness and blood. If that changes the DC to hit.
Does not.
Okay, so it's still 10. That's fine. I am going to be casting Scorching Ray, and I will be hitting the 3 targets I have named. The big mummy dude, Dorothea and the brazier.
Oh, you're attacking the brazier, the thing in the center.
Yes, I am, with a fire spell, if it matters. But this is it is an attack roll. So let's start with the big mummy dude. That is going to be a natural 1. So let me know if I should be rolling damage against either Sam or Kaylin, since they are well within crit fail range.
No, it does not. It dissipates.
Okay. Next, let's go for Dorothea, which that is going to be a +8, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then let me roll for the brazier. Yeah, that's going to hit. It's same damage, 17 + 8. Okay. So let's do Dorothea's damage, which is going to be, well, that's kind of crap. 6 + 4. Let me actually make sure that is the accurate number. Because it may have actually changed with my level up. Where is it? You can add. Okay, yeah, it is +4. So that'll be 10 damage to Dorothea.
10 damage, okay.
And then that's going to be a 2 and a 3, so 5. That's 9 damage to the brazier.
9 damage to the brazier. Okay.
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, next up, load. The bloodline is being attacked right now. You need to go to try to attack Sam as hard as you can right now. Load, I think you're muted or something. Can't hear you.
Yes, I was. Sorry about that. Is a diagonal move just 1?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can't get to right here. And now, do I have to attack, or basically the other thing I was thinking, or can I grapple Sam and try and just stop, move him somewhere else?
Ooh, that's a good question. Give me a wisdom test.
Okay. Saving throw or check?
Check.
Okay. Wisdom check is a 3.
But you do not realize that. You just have to attack him.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. So against Sam, got 2 attacks. First one's a 15.
What's your AC, Sam?
Yeah, 15. That'll hit.
Okay, and then the second is a 27, so that one certainly hits. Damage is 13 damage for the first one. And 10 damage on the second.
Alright, I'm gonna have the first attack. That's my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you round up or down in this game?
Round up.
Okay.
All right. Good job. Next up is Sam himself.
Let me see here. So this mummy...
I still don't get a save against this, whatever's going on to me.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Sam.
You don't. There's something that needs to happen, and it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Somebody hit me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You need to take damage.
I should have cast the reckless attacks. Give you advantage.
I mean, is that a 31 test, or should I try to hurt this mummy sand person? I guess I'm gonna make an unarmed attack.
Just give him a good knuckle sandwich in the face.
Punch in the face. Yeah, it's a good start.
He's a barbarian. He can take it.
That's only one bludgeoning damage if I hit you. So I'm just gonna try that.
Oh, it is?
18 to hit. A
Hits.
single point of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Oh,
you take one
nice.
damage,
To 18
and I need
HP.
you to take a Wisdom saving throw.
Snap out of it, man.
Oh, God damn it. It's another 3.
That's not enough. That is not enough.
No, I wouldn't expect it was. I'm going to go grab another beer on that note. Be right back.
I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to disengage down this way somewhere. With my fast feet or whatever the heck it's called. Swifty moving times.
Okay, cool. That's your turn. Who's up next? It is now the undead dude's turn. The king. He is going to attack. Where is he going to do? He's going to turn around and go after Uvrit. Uvrit, what's your armor?
16.
He misses twice. Big old whiff.
Nice.
So, with that, it's Kalen's turn.
All right. For drinking a potion, does that take a full action?
That's a full action, yes. I just looked it up because that's what I want to do.
Yeah. So I'm
I
gonna.
want to get out of the bugs first, though. Just,
I mean, I can still move while I'm in the bug, like as with my movement. I don't know how it works in terms of like starting a turn, ending turn, or just moving into a square. So I'm just gonna take it now because I could just get knocked out and just get covered in bugs while unconscious, which might just end me. So I'll just take the average. Use my Great Potion of Healing. So that's 44 plus 4. So that'll be 14, which will put me at 21.
oh wow, you're that low.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay in the insects, or are you moving out?
No, I'm gonna move out.
Yeah.
So
Good call.
I'll move down. So and my turn out over here.
All right. Uvret, it's your turn.
Okay, let's just attack this this mummy guy.
Get him.
So the first attack is 17.
That hits.
That does 9 damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is an 11.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Well, there you go. That was easy. Next up is Dorothea. As you see as you strike the mummy, you see her just stand up in rage and says, "The time has come for our bloodline to rise to Cantamont." And with that, she yells out to the ceiling. And with that, all of the dead bodies around that are pulling the blood somehow, with like unnatural strength and dexterity, start standing up, and they all get to their feet, and they all start moving toward the brazier in the center. All of the dead bodies,
no.
the animated bodies, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away from the brazier.
And they can only move one space per turn, right?
They're slow monsters. They're slow dead bodies, so yes.
Okay.
And with that, and then she does that, and then she also... No, that's her turn. Yeah, that is her turn. And then with that, the ethereal monster dissipates.
Oh, good. That's great.
And she can also move, so she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna go back to her throne. All right, so now it is Sunset's turn.
So, question. Can an inanimate object make a dex save?
Which inanimate object are you talking about?
Oh, the brazier.
No.
It cannot make a dex save? Beautiful.
Does that mean it automatically fails?
That means it automatically...
Auto fails dex saves.
That's what I was getting at, which is beautiful. So we've got 5 turns before these bodies get into this thing. Guess how long immolation lasts? 6 turns.
Oh.
It's concentration up to a minute. Or no, so that's 10 turns. My bad. Even better. What it will do is let's see. It is... Alright, so flames writhe one creature you can see within range. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. On a failed save, the target also burns for the spell's duration. The burning target sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. At the end of each of its turns, I would just say at the end of one round of combat, the target repeats the saving throw. It takes 46 fire damage on a failed save, and the spell ends on a successful one. The magical flames can't be extinguished by non-magical means. If damage from the spell kills the target turns to ash.
This is an area of effect?
This is a target spell.
So you're just doing it on the brazier.
I'm just doing it on the brazier.
Okay, so you cast it, and the brazier bursts into flaming nothingness, like an empty, black hole is somehow on fire. So give me the 66 or whatever it is damage.
So 8d6.
Yeah.
So 4, 7, 10. I'm gonna call that Jack because it was off my desk.
You need to roll more dice than one at a time.
Well,
I know, man. Come on. You have the dice.
At least
17.
2 at a time. At least 2 at a time.
This is crushing all the war gamers.
18.
I want to see you roll your skink blender, swamp swimmer, one at a time.
The 40 attacks one at a time.
Exactly.
18.
Yeah.
I'm trying to count here. 18. 24. 25. 29 damage.
29. So we're looking at okay. So as it bursts into flames, it's really on fire now. It's taking a lot of damage. You see the metal part of the brazier start to get metal when you put it in a forge. It becomes glowing hot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to weaken. You can see the ornamental bits of it start to wane a little bit, under the weight of itself, and it's becoming more elastic. And is that your turn?
Yep. That's yeah, that's my turn. Because
Oh, okay. And we're gonna do something a little special right now. Since the brazier's on fire and Load is almost like his butt is touching the brazier, he's gonna take some damage.
That's brutal.
that is.
Leave my butt alone.
Take 5 points of damage and then do your wisdom saving throw again.
Okay, so...
Oh, so it's beneficial in a way.
Hold on. 5... Okay, and then wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Oh my god, this is terrible. A 5?
That doesn't do it. You are very weak-willed. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I actually have a +1 wisdom to checks, or saving throws, I should say, but just I rolled 2 3s and a 4, so.
All right, it is now your turn. You need to go attack Uvrit because he is attacking the bloodline.
Oh, real quick. Do we want to have the recurring damage happen at the end of the round?
No, you just. Oh yeah, because it'll proc again at the beginning of your turn because the brazier doesn't have its own turn.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, now can I again attempt
get that double
to
damage.
grapple and drag away Uvrit?
Yeah, give me that wisdom check again. That sweet wisdom check.
Another one. Sweet, sweet wisdom. A 9.
Jesus, no, you don't. You attack him.
All right, 2 attacks, battle axes.
All of your plans are failing based on Load's stupidity.
Yep, love it. 14 to hit, and is grapple an action?
Yes.
Or like a bonus action?
No, grapple is like an actual attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I get to attack after that? Or do I just get like 1? I don't know how that works. So
we just get your regular attack. Well, first of all, 14. I'm sure you have higher armor than that, Uvrit.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah. So that misses.
Okay, so I miss.
Let's look at the rules. For grapple, when you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Okay.
The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach, using at least one free hand, yada. You make a grapple check instead of an attack roll, which is a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. It is not an AC check.
Okay. Well, I haven't gotten to actually try the grapple yet.
Yeah. You just did your regular attack.
I guess I did the wisdom check instead. So, all right. Okay. So the second attack then, 27. Sorry, buddy. And then damage. That is 14 damage.
Ugh, Uvrit.
How hard are we going on this? You must attack him as much as you can. So do have a bonus action.
You gotta do the bonus action.
All right, one more attack roll.
This could be it for me.
For another 27.
Oh no!
And rolling damage.
Prolo.
That's actually, it's only 8.
Oh wow.
How much HP do you have left?
2.
Oh, money.
Oh wow.
As you do this, Load comes over and attacks you, and he has no control over his intentions, but you can see it in his eyes. He feels horrible, and his tears stream down his face as he swings at you and chipping away your armor. It is now Sam's turn.
All right. Let's see. There's no more bugs over here, are there? I mean,
Nope. Just a large pool of blood behind you and to the right of you.
All right.
Or maybe river of blood is more accurate.
God, I'm like too far away to do anything.
Is that like a cannibal corpse album?
Uvrit just DC'd. Oh, there he is. He's back. Good.
Oh,
never mind.
Back.
Guess I'll start approaching this mummy guy. And
So have these guys noticed that whoever attacks the mummy, I start attacking? I mean, just throwing it out there.
Well, I guess I'll take a shot with my short bow at load then.
There is a monkey in the wrench there, however, because I did attack the mummy, and I did not get attacked by you.
Yeah. Well, I guess the closest target.
That's reasonable.
All right,
But I did attack 3
shoot
targets
load.
that
I want him.
turn,
I
so-
want him out of this charm. God damn it!
Yeah.
Should have
So
charmed one of the elves.
I'm gonna use my sleight of hand to snap the arrowhead off of my arrow before I fire it.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll be less damaging.
I like it.
16 to hit.
So that meets my AC. Does that hit or no?
That hits.
That hits,
the
yeah.
meter exceeds.
And
That
I'll
hits.
let Kenyon decide damage on a blunted arrow.
Roll regular damage and then half it.
Okay.
Is that a 6?
That would be 7 to 4.
You'd already rolled a 6,
Oh, did I?
so 3.
3.
Right.
All right, give me that
And
wisdom saving throw.
of
Wisdom
those-
saving throw.
Come on.
Lovely. That's a check. Sorry, that was wrong. Wisdom saving throw. Oh my god, crit fail.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this right now. You obviously can't rely. Oh, might make a bunch of noise on my end here. You're relying on Lode's wisdom to get you out of this. It's obviously not working. But the
No, it's
other way to
definitely
get
not.
around this is to kill the guy charming him.
Yeah.
Well, so moving
Working
on.
on
It is now the mummy's turn. Yep. Mummy is going to. Oh boy, he's going to attack Uvrit. He kind of has to.
Yeah. Goodbye over it. Kaylin can administer some healing if she gets over to you.
And what's your armor? 17, Uvrit?
16.
16. That is plus.
Close enough.
Let's see. Plus 9. Oh yeah, so they both hit.
Plus 9.
Well, I guess it does matter how much damage you take over. But
19 damage.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming Uvrit goes down. You are now under death saves.
Mhm.
So we'll get to that when we get to your turn. So let's go with Kaylin next.
Alright. I'm going to. Well, I got line of sight across the brazier. Alright.
Yeah, you do. You can see over the brazier.
And I have Hunter's Mark still. No, I've taken a lot of damage. I probably don't have Hunter's Mark anymore. So, I'm going to say I don't have that.
yeah. Oh,
One potion.
actually, let me see. Is that
11 to hit is probably a fail.
That is a fail.
wow?
20.
20, that hits.
Okay. 12 damage.
12 damage to the mummy. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. So next up is Uvrit, who is down. Give me a death save.
Come on.
Which is basically a
Crit
D2.
success.
Oh yeah, I guess I probably should have gone over there and tried to heal him.
It's a D20.
Yeah, but
there's effects on crit fail and crit success.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So just roll a straight D20.
2.
Yeah, I think crit success counts for 2, crit fails counts for 2, and everything else is normal.
14.
So that's a
One
pass.
success.
One success. You gotta roll 3 successes to stand back up.
Okay.
Well, it's 3 successes to stabilize, but you're still at 0. You have to actually receive healing to get. You have to be at 1 HP in order to stand back up.
But 3 fails and you die.
3 fails and you're dead and require resurrection.
Yeah, someone remind me to go over there and give him that +1 HP, because I'm a healer.
Oh, you have good
The healer
berries.
feet. No, healer feet.
Yeah, but you have good berries. Those give 1 HP. You don't have any?
Is it a ranged attack to like try and throw one into his mouth?
It's like 3-point
Toss it.
small shot.
But the DC's like 50.
I mean,
No, but if I use
the
a
ranger.
medical, if I use like a healing kit, then
Yeah.
I can. He gets the +1 auto.
Yeah, that's true. But shoving a handful of good berries in his mouth would also work. That could give him like 15 HP. That's enough to survive 1 attack sometimes.
maybe.
1 attack of the like 5 that he typically takes in a turn.
Okay, it is now her
Dorothea's
turn. Dorothea's turn.
Right.
She is just going to cast Guiding Bolt on... You can't see anything. No, she's just going to stand there. She's concentrating on, like, her concentration spell is holding these undead guys. They march forward 1 space in her turn. There you go. It is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. I
Damage to the brazier.
well, hold on.
Oh, yes,
That'll happen at
first-
the end of my
first-
turn.
No, beginning of
Oh,
I
you-
said the beginning of your
You
turn.
want to do it beginning? You want to do okay? We can do it. We can do it beginning.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 46. So 2, 6, 11, 17, 21 damage.
21. So, okay. At this point, it is now like cherry red. The whole brazier. It's like steaming now, but it's still holding. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna chug my potion of healing. So that's 4d4 plus 4 hit points I gain back. So that's going to be 3, 5, 8, 9, 13. I will heal.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. It is
Potion is not.
now Lode's turn.
Actually, hold on. No, sorry. I am going to do one other thing.
Okay.
I think this will be funny.
Throw a rocket load.
No. I thought about doing something like that, but no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay. So you get the breath
takes a
attack.
bonus action. It only takes a bonus action, so.
Okay. You just want to have that on you.
For next turn.
Lode. You can go wherever you want now. No one's attacking the bloodline.
Okay.
Somebody is attacking the blood, though.
But that's not the blood. That's the blood of just random people.
That's just a line of blood.
Versus the bloodline. I see. Very.
I go right here.
Oh, damn.
And I'm going to use my reckless attacks.
She is not part of the bloodline.
Is that a... Okay, it's not a bonus action. It's just you choose to. Alright, so I get advantage on melee weapon attacks, and anyone attacking me until my next turn gets advantage back.
Okay. I don't know if you
I still have 72 HP. I haven't even done any. I haven't taken any damage yet, basically.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. So... the first attack is a 23
That
of the
definitely
first two. And then 15 and a 15 on the second attack.
They both hit.
Okay, damage for the first is 15. Damage for the second is 9. I'm going to use my bonus action to make an extra attack.
Okay.
There's a 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then damage is 5 extra damage.
So what is that total?
I believe that was 32. Hang on, that can't be right.
Let's
15,
see, you had
9.
15 plus 9, which is 24, plus
5.
plus 5 is 29.
Oh. Oh.
Why are you
okay.
making that sound? I don't like it.
You go up and you rip in the Dorothea. She is concentrating on controlling these bodies, and she leaves her body exposed. What?
Hold on. If that's a concentration spell, that's 3 con saves she needs to make to maintain concentration.
True. Oh, she passes with flying colors.
Okay.
But you rip and you literally cut across her chest, into her stomach, down into her thigh. Like she falls to one knee, barely alive, but she still holds her hands up, focusing on the bodies moving towards the brazier, and continues to chant out loud about the glories of this in her bloodline and how it will save Cantamont.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. It is Sam's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and attack this mummy guy. Did he have a name? I forgot already.
He doesn't have a name.
Mummy
He just
guy.
Mummy
guy
Tomb
is-
Lord King guy.
16, does that hit?
16 does hit.
That old dude in the binary.
And jeez, well, let's see if I
Does a corpse offer flanking?
What did you roll?
24 damage.
That 24 damage.
And then I'm going to disengage this way for my bonus action.
Okay. It is now the mummy's turn. Oh, he really shouldn't have disengaged. Because now he attacks Uvrit on the ground. Does damage, which is a crit, so it counts as 2 failed death saves.
Oh, I forgot you were dead already. Well, crap.
So if he had 1 success, does that go to
So it's
even and then 1 failure?
No, it's 1 success and 2 failures.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. It's
And whatever side
They're-
gets to
they're
3 first.
Yeah, they're
Interesting.
calculated independently. And
That's no good.
Actually, no. I lied. He does not attack Uvrit. I completely lied, and this goes back to my logic. He is too concerned about Dorothea being attacked. He is using a legendary action
Oh no.
to basically.
why am I highlighted in yellow?
I don't know.
Are you mousing over your initiative thing?
He basically
apparently I was.
fast
Yes.
moves. He basically fast moves over to load, and like in a blink of an eye, he's like instantaneous. He's almost like ethereal when he moves that fast. And
No,
then
he's
he's attacking load. What's your AC? And I get advantage on this because you used
Yes, correct. It's AC 16.
16. That's a hit on the first attack, and a hit on the second attack.
For half of whatever damage.
Not a good roll, but whatever. 4, 8, 12 damage.
Is that already halved? Or
That is not already halved.
okay, it's not psychic damage, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so that brings me to 60.
And then with his second legendary action, he's going to attack again. Hits.
Does he get a saving throw for the first attack?
Oh yeah, he does. Hold on. We'll get there. 7 and take another 13 cut in half is 7.
7.
So is that 2 saving throws?
This can be 1. Those are all his attack turns. So 1 wisdom
come
saving
on.
throw. 1 wisdom saving throw. You're the
Give me
one who
2 more
failed
shots
4
at
in a
this.
row. Come on.
I mean, I guess it really depends on how it's worded. Because if it says when you take damage, then that's
Let me
2
see
separate
here.
instances of damage.
10.
Every time. Do anything harmful to the target. That's the wording.
So that would be 2 attacks. That's 2 instances of something harmful.
All right, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Do 2 wisdom saving throws.
Alright, first one was a 10.
You made it to 10 at least.
Does that fail?
That fails. That fails.
Okay, and a crit fail.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, historically speaking, he wasn't going to make it anyway.
He wants to join them. He is sold. He is one of the bloodline now.
You did come close. I think it's the initial DC was 17, I thought. So I imagine you have to hit that.
All
When
right.
did I come close? Did I miss something?
Well, the closest you've gotten is 10.
Yeah, that's the highest roll you've gotten out of like 6 rolls.
Yep.
Caitlin's up next. Caitlin, are you available or are you dealing with the kiddo?
A hold action.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought.
Reasonable.
Uvrit, give me another death saving throw.
Alright.
Success. Caitlin really should have just run up and healed him.
Yeah, actually, let's just do Caitlin. She runs up and heals you.
Kaylin runs up and heals you. Don't worry about
Good,
it.
because he just rolled a nat 1, I think.
Yeah, Kaylin uses her turn to go heal you. You are now at 1 hit point and stabilized.
Yes.
There we go. That makes it better.
Right.
Yes.
So now you have your turn. You're at 1 hit point. You can do whatever you want now.
If you have any potions.
I don't think I do have any healing.
Kaylin, we use your turn to save Uvrit.
I'm highly offended.
Have we got any healing anywhere else? Have we got any potions left or anything?
Run behind Kaylin.
I can do additional healing, so he gets the auto one, and if I do another action to, I'll have to check on the healer's feet, but you can restore quite a bit with the healer's feet. Like you'll probably get like 15 or something like that. No, I mean better than a potion.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything this turn. Then I'll just hang back and.
Okay.
Off.
All right. Next up is Dorothea. She is now standing next to Load, and she does not like being that close to Load. No, yeah. She's gonna maintain her concentration on her spell, but then she's also going to do this. Let's see if she can do this. Here we go. No, this is instantaneous, so she can cast this spell. What level spell is the spell that's causing damage to the brazier? Sunset. Fifth?
Fifth level. So if she's trying to counterspell it, it will require I believe it's a contested roll.
Yes, that's exactly what. Yeah, you gotta do a contested roll.
She whips out a binding scroll.
So that's what is that, plus wisdom saving throw?
What's the ruling on counterspell? I don't know what the.
No, it's not counterspell. It's dispel magic.
Oh, dispel magic. I don't think you. Does that work? Hold on. Let me read dispel magic.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. If the spell is 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check with your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spellcaster's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay. So whatever.
No, but at higher levels, when you cast something at 4th level or higher, you automatically end the effect. So it automatically ends. I don't know.
She's casting it at 4th level.
Yes.
Okay. Well, balls.
That goes away. No more damage to the brazier. It is still, glowing red hot at this point.
That's fine. She didn't end the other effect that I currently have going.
Which one is that?
Oh, actually, no. Hold on. Sorry. I just realized something. It doesn't matter, except that she may want to do something else. I cast another concentration spell, which means the effect of the immolation ends.
Okay.
So, I don't know how visually that's going to affect and whether or not she would still attempt to dispel it, but it did end at the end of my last turn.
Oh, okay. Well then, she's fine then. It's your turn now.
Okay. Well then. I'm gonna run up to here, and I'm just gonna breathe so much fire.
All right, breathe fire on the brazier. How much damage does it do?
That's gonna be 5d6. And it would also be a dex saving throw, but, you know, braziers can't make saving throws.
Braziers can't make saving throws.
So 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16 damage.
16 damage. So that is... Okay. Again, you breathe fire onto the brazier, but it's still holding. It's very, very, like, elastic at this point. Next up is load. And you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Quick question.
Which one looks worse?
Hold on. This may affect your turn. Sorry.
Dorothea 100% looks worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Quick question. Oftentimes, charm effects have an instant end if the person who cast it or anybody in their party or anybody friendly to them attacks the person who is charmed. I just want to double check that that's not something that's...
No, that's not. That's not this.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because that would massively change everything that
I've
done.
Well, I probably can't attack the bloodline.
So you have to attack Dorothea, and she's in bad shape anyway.
So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, because nobody's attacked him in like 4 turns.
Continue my reckless attacks. So advantage, 2 attacks. 24. A critical hit.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, nice.
I'll do the damage for that first attack first.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
So that is 12 plus 3, so 15, and actually I need to roll 1 more d8 because of my brutal critical. 15.
Oh, nice.
23.
23, so that is... So as you hit Dorothea with your first axe, you hit her last round, and then the mummy came up and is grabbing you, because you're shirtless, obviously, you're a barbarian.
Always.
Is just trying to grab you and like scraping into your skin, and with your anger, and you scream out in Dwarvish tongue, saying, I will greet you with a good death. This is a good death. And you reach up and you swing down with your axe right into the forehead of Dorothea, and it hits her skull, hesitates for a second, and then plunges all the way into her head, cantalouping her head in half. And her jaw drops, and as she does so, the bodies that have risen for her also drop to the floor, and in her dying breath, she says,
"Let the bodies hit the floor."
Let the bodies hit the floor. And she falls over, dead. Dorothea, the third Dur sister, has died. In that exact same second, you hear a voice you have not heard before. The voice that sounds like wind going through a dusty reed, a dusty wind chime of wood. And all it says is "no," and it comes from the zombie, the mummy behind Load.
Okay.
Good job, Load. That was awesome.
Thank you.
So it is...
my action is 2 attacks. Do I have to put those both on on one target? Because I do still have my second attack.
You can't. Well, you can't attack the bloodline. You're still charmed, so you can't attack anyone now.
Fair enough.
You could attack yourself.
So those are wasted. Those are wasted.
Fair enough. That's all right.
You could punch yourself in the face.
You could just
Still do
punch yourself in
damage.
the crotch and like hopefully that knock you out of it.
That's true. Would I get to take a nice wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, do your damage to yourself.
I slap myself in the face unarmed. That is a 27 to hit myself. And
That looks good.
6 bludgeoning damage. I
Okay,
believe.
take 6 damage. Do your wisdom saving throw.
I don't know why I did that. I'm just gonna
On.
fail the saving throw.
Come on.
A 10 again.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
I don't know how you do it.
Punched myself in the face for nothing. For 6 damage for nothing.
All
Too
right,
bad I'm
Sam, it
barbarian.
is your
Thank you
turn.
so much.
All right, I guess. Well, I mean, I can't use my sneak attack, but I'm still gonna run up and attack this mummy guy with my normal attack, I guess.
Okay,
25 to hit,
that definitely hits.
and 6 damage.
Just 6? Didn't I do double damage for being a sneak?
Well,
It's not a sneak because he doesn't have advantage on the attack.
Oh.
Because Load is not able to active. Well, actually, no. I think you still get the sneak attack because the mummy is currently actively engaged with Load because he was attacking.
Yeah, he attacked
Dorothea.
load last turn.
So I think you can still, because the idea behind the whole flanking gaining advantage is that the enemy is distracted by the other person.
Yeah, I agree.
the-
I'm gonna roll on that and say, yeah, that makes sense.
okay. So that takes it up to 25.
25. There we go. And the king.
Oh, he's a king now.
26, 7, 8.
I want his staff.
All right. It is now his turn. Is that your turn, Sam?
That's all I got. Yep.
You don't want to disengage?
I used my bonus action to get there since I was so far.
Got it. Okay.
All right. He's used 2 legendary actions so far.
Man, do
So-
I hate legendary actions.
He is going to use his last legendary action. He's going to disengage. And he's going to fly all the way to here. Oops, not there. Right there. And he is going to attempt to grapple Sunset.
Ah, okay.
Back.
Good thing I still have the, or I thought I did. Wait, where'd it go? God damn it.
Yep. And he successfully grapples you.
No, because remember, it's contested.
Okay, but you better roll really freaking high.
So it is and it's not a standard attack roll.
Correct. It's a strength. It's a strength roll, right?
It's a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity
Okay.
acrobatics.
So beat a 23.
Okay, so I will be using dexterity acrobatics for this because my strength athletics is butts. You said 23?
Mm-hmm.
That is not going to work.
Mine's not going to work?
No, my dodge is not going to work.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
So you are now grappled, which means you can't do anything, right?
No. I mean, I would argue that no. I'm sorry, but breathing fire does not necessitate me being.
I would
In
definitely say
any
he's
condition.
grappling you from behind, so he's directing your head away from himself.
So hold on. He's directing my head away from the brazier.
No, away from himself. So you can breathe on the
Oh.
brazier if you want.
Oh, okay, because I was going to continue breathing on the brazier.
Okay.
So this has no effect on my plans whatsoever at this moment. Although I do think I get to I don't know if end it and can release the target whenever you like, no action required. Doesn't say if trying to escape the grapple is, constitutes an action.
And the swarm of insects goes. This swarm of the plague thing goes away.
Not that I particularly care right now.
All right, next up's Kaylin. Kaylin is dealing with the kiddo, so she will hold her action. And next up is Uvrit.
No, I'm still here. So,
okay. All right, go ahead.
So I'm within the 7 movement from the. He moved around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, I can still move around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Huh. I wonder if he has enough where it's worthwhile doing another 100 mark. Probably not. 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay. 20.
20 does
20
hit.
hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be 9 damage. And bonus 10 to hit. So that's it. Just the 9 damage for the round. And I'll pass
Just 9 damage. Okay. Okay. Next up is Sunset.
Isn't
It's Uvrit next.
Uvrit?
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped Uvrit. My bad. Uvrit, go ahead.
Okay, so standing up, coming to, I'm going to curse out Kaylin because in seeing the body of the son who I was trying to rescue or to take back to the hold, I've vowed vengeance and become a seeker. So
I like it.
I'm now seeking, and I'm going to just start running towards this guy to try and seek my vengeance.
Okay.
So I'm guessing I get to about there somewhere.
Yeah, just about.
What's your movement?
No, that's a standard move. So you can move double, but then not attack. You can run.
So
yeah, so you can get to base. You can get in contact with him. Yeah, you can go all the way to contact with him if you want, but then you can't attack.
Yeah. I'll stay just out of contact and then try and get him next turn then.
Okay. Next up is Sunset.
Okay. That'll be another 5d6 against the brazier. So 2, 4, 6, 9, 13 plus 4, 17 damage to the brazier.
Okay. It is still standing, shockingly. Do you want to, in the grapple, do we test every turn for you to get out of the grapple?
I mean, that's a good question. Looking at the grapple rules, I don't see whether or not escaping a grapple. Oh no, it does. It actually does say. I just completely skipped over it. A grappled creature can use its action to escape. So I'm not using my action to escape.
Okay. Next up is Load.
Okay. All right. I move to right here next to Sam.
Yeah.
I grab him and I say, "I want you to hit me as hard as you can."
Bad choice of words, perhaps. But...
I don't know if you can do that because technically the bloodline is being attacked right now, so you have to go toward him.
Oh, damn it. right. Well, then I think I just.
You can
dash
still
over
shout.
here. Somebody punch me in the face.
Shouting is a
Just
free
running
action.
by.
Here.
Punch me in the face.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Can I take a reaction as he goes by, an attack of opportunity?
I say yes. I judge yes on that.
All right.
I need all the help I can get here.
As he goes by, I take a swing at his jaw.
I believe Uvrit also should get an attack of opportunity.
22.
Sweet.
22 to hit.
Okay, and that's one damage.
Yep.
Okay. I'm taking more damage from my own party here and myself than I am from anything else.
All right, come on. This is like the 10th time we've checked this. You can roll.
I'm so stupid.
Come on.
All right.
You can do
here we
it.
go, baby. A 19.
That's a joke. You gotta do it.
Finally.
Congratulations, you have broken the curse of the mummy. You can feel the weight lifted off of your mind, and you're free of his will, and you can choose what to do next turn. No, you can do whatever you want this turn. You can do whatever you want this turn.
Good thing we're not
I had
actually
to-
in the mummy, because then you'd be attacked by scarabs right now.
Well, I think I just have to dash over to get anywhere near anyway, because I got hit like right here on my way by. So it would take me my entire movement to get over there anyways.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
that's a
I
full
will go
sprint.
right
Yeah.
next to the mummy.
Sam, what do you
I'll
want
be
to do?
right back, guys.
Thank you.
Pretty far away. Anytime, buddy. I'm gonna use my dash as a bonus action, which gets me 10 spaces. Then I'm gonna just shoot with my short bow and try to hit the mummy, I guess.
It is at disadvantage because he is grappling with Sunset right now, but go ahead.
Oh, that's right. Probably not worth the risk of hitting Sunset. Yeah, not gonna do it.
All right. It's very bad timing that Sunset just left because we're going to do something very important right now. So we're going to wait a second until Sunset comes back. Is everyone enjoying the fight so far?
I'm having an awesome time.
Good,
It's
good, good.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Going great.
And it should even get better now that I can actually attack this guy. So
Hey, what are people's HP at?
52.
23.
One,
Oh,
and that's
I guess
one
it
more
wasn't
than a
attacking you because you were a goon. So.
You get some back from Kalen.
So that 18 was for next turn. He didn't actually get that 18. He only got the 1
okay.
HP. So he's sitting at 1 HP.
All right,
Hey,
so
it's better than nothing.
Sunset. Here's what happens. It is now the mummy's turn. The mummy is looking around, seeing everyone swarm him, seeing his love, Dorothea, die at the throne in his throne room. He is grappling you around the shoulder, and he says to you, he whispers in his ear in his raspy, dusty voice, and he says, my bloodline has come to an end. I can only ask for honor and for the chance to take you, the evil sorceress of fire, with me. And with that, he immediately tightens his grip around you, and he attempts to force himself and Sunset into the burning brazier.
Watch out, magic lady.
I am going to need
okay.
I'm gonna need Sunset to take a. Yeah, you can do dexterity or strength, but you'll probably use dexterity. What is it called?
Since we're like an arm
Saving throw?
Yeah,
Or...
can either of us help?
Kalen can help. No one else can. So roll at advantage then, as Sunset.
Okay. Are we doing a dex saving throw? Or I guess it doesn't particularly.
No, this would be a contested roll. This would be a contested roll.
Oh, so as if it were, so it'd be the dex acrobatics.
Yeah.
Then for the grapple, okay. And rolling at advantage. So first one is okay. Well, I'll roll again, but this is a nat 20.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, baby.
Let's see. Oh, I could roll. Wait. What's your modifier?
+5.
Oh God! So I don't think I can even beat it. Okay. So as the mummy pushes you towards the brazier, you do a little twist, turn, and twirl out from underneath his arm, and you step away as his momentum carries him into the brazier. He looks back at you with blank, empty eyes of disgust and anger as he falls back first into the brazier. And since the brazier has been heated up with all the damage you've been doing to it, it basically crumples around him like a dumpling, like you get wrapped
like a wonton.
Yeah, like a wonton.
It's amazing.
Crumples around him, and you hear like the one little excess little crack in it that hasn't sealed yet. Like you see an exhaust valve that it shoots out steam as it crunches, collapses around him, melts, and then melts into the floor and falls through the floor. At this point, the void, the black hole that was there, collapses in on itself with this whole action, and you hear like a whoomp, like a vacuum of sound, and it falls to the floor, and everything on the floor starts to crumble and start decaying away, and the room starts shaking, and stones from the ceiling and from the columns start falling over and crashing to the ground as the whole room destabilizes.
Oh no!
This isn't a rocks fall, everybody dies scenario, is it? I hope not.
We shall see. What are you guys gonna do? Is the first question.
Okay.
Search the room for treasure.
I really wanted his staff. Is there any chance that I could maybe grab it from him as he's falling?
Yeah, I guess. Give me that's definitely a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And you're being grappled at the same time, so it's a disadvantage sleight of hand check.
Like I can't do it after I become ungrappled, like as he's falling?
No.
That sounds like a no.
You're on camera.
Like maybe like getting the cup from Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You're like you
Alright.
got a chance, but you might die.
Okay. Well, no, I don't think there was a chance
20 minutes.
in Indiana Jones. But this I might have a chance. All right. So sleight of hand, disadvantage. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So the first one is going to be a 15.
Okay.
I would like to point out that that was a 6 that I rolled.
Crap.
I have +9 to sleight of hand. Ah, fuck. That's an 11. I rolled a 2.
It's not going to do it. The staff goes down with the Tomb King.
I really wanted
Wink,
that
wink,
staff.
wink, nod, nod.
Tomb King. Yeah, I mean, he
I
dies,
think
the
that's
tomb
a legit
crumbles.
9-page
Like,
term.
And with that, the room starts collapsing. What do you guys want to do?
Long rest.
That sounds like a perfect time for a long rest. I don't know what. No, we definitely need a GTFO.
Yeah.
So can you see from where we're at if there is dust falling in this portion of things?
Yes, you can see there is dust there also.
Okay,
but
does
are there
anybody want to make a
rocks?
lap back here? Just like a running loop back there, and if there's nothing, we just bounce.
So you want to check the rest of the room?
Very, very quickly.
What are you looking for in particular?
Treasure.
I think the only people that could possibly do it and potentially survive would be me and Kaylin.
Oh,
Our movement is, I believe, significantly higher than all of yours. Yeah, it looks like
have a +9 in advantage to athletics. Seems like an athletic kind of thing.
Well, I'm gonna sprint towards Dorothea's body and give it a look. What do you guys
okay.
discuss?
not a bad idea.
I'm gonna run out of there. I think. I don't think this is.
Uber, you
I don't
got
think
the
there's
right
much
idea.
going on
Get
here.
the
You
out.
already failed your mission. That guy's dead, so.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This is not a glorious death dying under a rock. I'll go and find something else to die on.
Although it probably happens fairly often to dwarves.
Yes.
Dying in a cave.
Okay, so Sam goes over to the body. Give me a investigation check.
Critical success.
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Shit.
You rolled a 20.
Shit.
Wow.
Oh, man.
On
I
her
should
body,
point out, it shouldn't matter because it was a 20, but he does have a -1.
on her body, you find a ring. You find, basically part of her wardrobe was over her shoulder. She was wearing basically like, a flag, a standard. Wink, wink, nod, nod to the 9th Age players. A standard over her shoulder that's encrusted with jewels and with embroidery and all that good stuff. So a ring, a standard, and a hand mirror.
Ooh.
Like a mirror like this big that you hold in one hand. It's like the Cinderella kind of mirror that's like got like, crafted up, and it's got like intricate detailing and all that stuff. Those 3 things. I am not going to tell you what they are or what they do because obviously you can't tell at this point, and I don't know myself. So you grab them. I'm assuming is everyone else running the opposite direction, or did someone else go that direction? Did Sunset?
You know what? Here, where's my coin? Where's my coin?
Having seen Sam run over to the body and grab stuff, load beats feet for the door.
Okay.
All right. So heads, I will investigate the back rooms. Tails, I will run to the exit. And it looks like I'm risking my life. So.
Oh boy. Oh,
Yeah,
you sure that's the right move? Are you sure that's the right move?
You know what? I have to do what the coin says.
Do you have any more charges on your dress and or Thunderstep to do this in like an instant?
I do not.
Okay. Well, never mind. You might die.
I might die.
All right. So let's see here. These 4 characters, I'm going to move them a little bit like this. You guys make it out the door, and you're to here at the bottom of the stair.
Cursory glances in these 3 back rooms here.
Cursory glances. Give me an investigation check.
So these 3.
since you're doing it at full speed.
Yeah.
You are literally sprinting through this room looking.
Okay, so investigation. Good news. I have a +0 on investigation, so at least it's not a -1 or more. That's a respectable 17.
All right. What you find back there is let's be real here. You find nothing back there. You find nothing.
Okay, I halfway expected that.
Oh no.
So I will attempt at this point to just dash the F out of there.
Okay, so in this next round of turns here, at this point, let's see here. The collapsing thing has become this large.
Oh.
Sunset,
Okay.
Sunset and Sam, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go around the side.
So yeah,
Right.
so move your max distance,
Okay. Including dash or just
including your dash,
regular?
yeah, because you're not attacking
Okay.
anyone, so you're dashing, obviously.
Okay, so that will be.
And you can go straight through those walls. You can go anywhere you want in the room.
Oh, okay. So.
Because they're columns. They're columns.
2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. That puts me right there.
All right,
So
Sam,
while that is
Sam-
happening, Load stays on the edge of the collapsing thing in case, for whatever reason, he needs to help somebody, like grab a hand at the very last second.
Are you sure? Okay. All right. Sam, what do you want to do, Sam?
I guess I will move that way too, since it's the shortest path. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. So, go ahead.
So my normal dash would be 10 spaces. Does my cunning action, where I can take a dash as a bonus action, would that give me any additional movement?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, no. Can you with the rule? It means you can take an additional dash.
No,
Well-
it just means that he can dash as a bonus action instead of taking an action. So essentially what he would be able to do is during actual combat, he could attack and then take the dash action to move double his movement away.
Gotcha.
So if you
Okay,
ever
so-
wanted to attack Sunset, this is the time.
You could
Good
attack Sunset right now.
Good luck.
So that's your turn. Let's turn our attention over to. Oh, that's wrong. For some reason, the mummy came along with you guys, but he is dead. So over on the left side here, let's go ahead and scoop this. Uvret and Kalen are exiting these stairs here, right? And as they get to the bottom of the stairs, to the right, this door here, basically you hear a crumble and it collapses. Like the whole tunnel collapses, cutting off that exit. But someone's marking it over
That's
here.
me.
The spot where you saw the sand, like hourglassing into the floor, it has expanded, and now it's like a waterfall into a cavern that's covered in darkness. You can't see the bottom, but it's sand traveling like water into this cavern.
A water slide, perhaps.
A sand slide, if you put it like this.
Yeah.
A sand slide.
Sam slide.
Sam slide.
If you
Okay.
can make it there.
That is. What do you want to do, Uvrit?
I'll run over and investigate the sand slide, see if there's anything more I can see. That, like, if I can see anything into the cavernous void it's going into, or anything if I get a bit closer.
I need you to take a athletics check.
Athletics check. Ooh, okay. It's a good one for me. I got a 24.
Okay, you don't care. So as you get close to the edge of where the sand is flowing into a cavern, the sand really starts moving as you're like it's trying to pull you into the cavern, but you're a dwarf, you're sturdy enough to resist it. But as you get to the edge, you look down, and as you look down, the opening where the sand was going obviously has expanded, so you can now see down into it. Down below you, you can see the sand water falling into an underground river. In this space, there is a cavern.
Wait.
Does that make sense?
Sand falling or is it water falling?
There's sand falling
Wet
into
sand.
a river.
Okay, so it's sand falling
Into
not water
a
falling,
river
sand
beneath it.
falling into a okay.
On the banks of that river below you, you see two figures. One, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Hold on. Image. That's Jock. Jock's dead. Below, you see the image of a small, green-skinned figure sitting calmly at the banks of this river, smoking a pipe, like this image here. Even the world's crumbling around him, and he is with not moving a single inch, just slowly smoking his pipe. And next to him is one of a vermin swarm, one of the rat people that has fallen into the water, and it's struggling trying to claw itself out of the river, but rats obviously do not do very well in water, and he is sitting there like observing this rat trying to crawl its way out of the water. This rat also, you observe, is wearing one of the big canisters that the rats were wearing before, of like the green goop that they were poisoning the water with. So with that, I'm going to assume Kaylin is just right behind you doing the same thing, watching what you're watching. So that kind of ends that turn cycle. And let's jump back to this image here. Well, everyone's camera just went crazy all of a sudden.
I think Kaylin had to drop.
Yeah, because Kaylin is no longer here.
Oh boy. Okay. Whatever. We're just gonna leave it how it is. So with that, it is now kind of Sam and Sunset's turn of what to do next. At this point, the ground continues to rush away from you, and at this point, all three of you are close enough to the collapsing floor to have to take a dexterity check.
Oh no. Critical hit.
Critical 20 or critical
wow.
1?
No,
Critical
you
hit.
got a 20. You got
22.
a 20. 22 total.
At Sunset, what'd you get?
Oh, that's not bad. That is going to be a 22. 17 plus 5.
Yeah, that works. Sam, what do you got?
Everybody got a 22.
That's awesome.
I think you're muted, Sam.
22 as well.
Okay.
That is outstanding.
That was
Great
excellent,
teamwork, guys.
excellent rolling. Everyone move your full dash action out the door.
Are we counting spaces, or are we just assuming we're out of there?
This place is still collapsing, so do your full spaces. Count your spaces.
Okay, so I got to here, which means, Sam, you're definitely not there.
I think I'm like there.
You should be 4 spaces behind me. You should have a 10 movement. I've got 14.
I guess these walls or whatever else.
It's all columns. He said we could move through them.
Mhm.
So
Alright.
I just took the most direct path. So if you just throw yourself 4 spaces behind me, you should be good.
So if Sam is right there and my path was something like this, can I do a grapple check to just pick him up and like put him over my shoulder on the way?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
All right, sweet. Because I get a advantage and +9 to strength athletics checks.
This is assuming
Just
Sam
grapple.
contests.
Yeah, that is assuming Sam lets this happen to him.
25. Sam, do you let this happen?
Of course.
All right, I pick up Sam and run to right here.
Yeah, so Sam ends up where you are next to there.
All right.
There you go.
Feedback, right?
And that
All
was
right, so
actually only the first. I get a second one. The second one is... Okay, never mind. A 25.
All right, so the 3 of you are now in view of Uvrit and Kaelin as they're looking down into this abyss where the small hole used to be. Or previously, there's now a gaping hole. Again, stone is falling from the ceiling. Everything's shaking. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, just FYI, Kaelin's out.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, move up to join them at the very least, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's time to jump down that hole. There's nowhere else to go.
Do you all agree to that?
Let's do it.
All right, hold on 1 second here.
As long as somebody's there to rescue me, should I not be able to get to where I need to be.
All right,
I
so
also
basically,
have advantage and +9 on shoving. I could shove people into the hole.
Shoving.
let's see here. Oops, that didn't work. Hold on
Pushing
one-
is a strength athletics check, right?
yeah,
True.
that's a strength check.
I would say probably just a raw strength check. I don't know that athletics necessarily has anything to do with it. It might though.
Yeah, you're right. And I have advantage on
Okay,
strength
so-
checks when I'm raging.
Essentially, all 3 of you jump down the sand waterfall into the river. At this time, the goblin, who was watching from below, observes you all 3 jumping, all 5 of you jumping.
5. I was going to say 5. Who's being left behind?
And you land in the river, and the river is so fast moving that it just takes you without a second. You simply watch in effortless despair as you get pulled down by the river. You watch as this goblin is sitting there watching you with a pipe, completely relaxed, no thought in his mind, and you get sucked underneath the rock in an underground river. I need everyone to take a Constitution check.
Okay. Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As we're falling, how close is this goblin to us?
10 to 15 feet away from you.
Okay. Not close enough to make a sleight of hand check to steal his pipe.
Nope, not close enough.
Damn. Okay.
Everyone give me a Constitution save.
Oh.
Save.
17.
Oh, damn it. All right, I'm using my first roll.
Hey Sam, do you have that that feat that lets people re-roll on some things?
Yeah, the lucky feat? Let me double check on.
Well, that you can give to other people, particularly on saving throws.
Well, I did a check and rolled like a 9 plus my 3 or something, or plus 7 if it was a saving throw. And then I rolled an actual saving throw on the button and rolled a critical fail.
No, your first roll worked. Uvret, what did you roll?
Also
22.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, boy.
All five of you success, and you're able to hold your breath until this underground river literally ejects you out of the cliff face about 100 yards, and then land in the Bay of Cantamont. Like a huge, like a rainbow.
I'll allow it.
All of you eventually you make it back onto the beach, or at least the docks right at the end of Cantamont. You realize once you pull yourself up to the top of the docks in the Bay of Cantamont, you realize two things. One, previously there was never a, shooting waterfall situation into the Bay of Cantamont before that you ever remembered. So that is different. And then also, as you look up, you look at the keep in Cantamont that was in your memories always as a spire that rose above the city to great heights and was pristine and whitewashed stone. It was an idyllic castle in every memory you've ever had. But as hold on one second here. As you look up from the docks right now, you see a broken spire. The top piece of the keep of Cantamont has crumbled and fallen off, and it looks like a keep in disrepair. It looks like a ruin. Completely different from the way you remember it. And with that,
so
I am calling it the end of this play session. If you actually have ask a question, what were you gonna say?
Before the end, I say, did we do that?
That's a very good question. I'm gonna also add the docks that you have always remembered being bustling and full of people and trade and ships heading off to other crusades around the world, is now quiet and desolate. And there's no one around. There's only a few scraggly little ships, not the grand ships that you remember. Completely different.
Definitely time travel.
I would say
and that's the end of this play session.
Dimension travel.
That is the end of the session. I want to give a special thanks to Jack and Rob for joining us. We plan on doing this every Tuesday night. If you guys can make it and play some more with us, I would love that. It'd be awesome. If not, totally understand. But yeah, that's what's next. We'll see where the story leads. But big thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Swamp Swimmer.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. You guys having us here. It's been fantastic.
Hey, if you two have ideas for where to move this forward, if you have ideas about D&D sessions you want to play, that you want to be DM, let me know. I'd love to play as a character. Let's just get the ball rolling. Let's have some fun. So,
Agreed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to call this session to close. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. If anyone is still watching this, please like and subscribe. And have a good evening.